To Call 6 now, where we've learned the state is getting a new weapon in tracking government corruption and holding public officials accountable when they misuse your tax dollars. A brand new investigator is starting his job at the State Board of Accounts.
Call 6 investigator Kara Kinney talked exclusively with him about his plans to tackle fraud. Kara?
That's right, Erica. The State Board of Accounts audits local government like towns, cities, and schools to make sure they're spending your tax dollars the right way. But too many times the agency uncovers public officials misusing those tax dollars. Well, now they have a new tool to prosecute those officials and possibly even send them to prison.
My name is Andy Shank, and I'm the Director of Special Investigations for the State Board of Accounts.
A new face and a new position at a state agency tasked with uncovering fraud and corruption in local government. Andy Shank comes to the State Board of Accounts after 13 years with Indiana State Police, half of it assigned to the FBI.
How is this going to be different from your previous job?
Well, I won't be kicking in doors anymore or putting handcuffs on people.
Shank has worked on notable federal cases like Reggie Walton and the Indy Land Bank and scheming attorney William Connor.
I want to seek out and prosecute the people who take advantage of the system.
A 2012 Call 6 investigation found only 1/3 of public officials accused of misusing and even stealing your taxpayer dollars ever face criminal charges, and even fewer serve time in prison. Shank wants to change that by acting as a liaison between the State Board of Accounts and local agencies like prosecutors and police.
My job is to bridge that gap to make sure that these people are held accountable when criminal acts are uncovered.
More prosecutions, more public officials behind bars is the likely endgame.
Because we know that if you don't hold these people accountable for their thefts, they're just going to go somewhere else and do the same thing again.
Shank is one of 15 new workers hired at the State Board of Accounts in recent weeks, thanks to $7.5 million in additional funding from the state legislature.
Oh, it's definitely possible because of the additional funding.
State Examiner Paul Joyce targeted Shank for the job because of his experience with white-collar crime.
I want that guy to work for me.
Andy Shank has only been on the job a week, but he's already giving us a hint at his strategy.
Follow the money.
And Andy Shank says he will focus his efforts on public officials misusing tax dollars for personal gain. Not so much government workers who are just bad at their job, but actual criminal activity. I'm Call 6 investigator Kara Kinney.